What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another episode of Conquer Your Kitchen. It's your man Tony, and today I'm going to make a simple pan fried chicken. Actually, it's like a pan seared chicken. You're going to love it if you make it. Okay, it is very simple, comes together real quick. That's what I'm about. I'm about giving you guys quick, simple, easy recipes that you can duplicate in your own kitchen. And this one, I'm pretty sure that you have all this stuff on hand. All right, so let's jump down to the ingredients. We've got some chicken breasts, some butter, some cornstarch. You can use flour. Cornstarch just dissolves a little bit better. Some wine, some vegetable oil, and some salt. That's it. Then I got my spices here. Okay, I have some garlic powder, some onion powder. This one is really cool. Somebody gave me this. It is a sriracha black pepper. Oh yeah. It's really, really good. And then some paprika. Got that for a little bit of smokiness and a little bit of color. That's all. All right, so we're going to get our pan going here and get that heating up, because by the time I get through seasoning this chicken, that's going to be ready to go. So we're going to set that stuff aside for right now, because we won't need that for a while. Okay, right now all we're going to need is our chicken and our spices. So we'll get a little bit of vegetable oil in there. Olive oil is good as far as the taste, but you don't want to cook with it because the smoke point is too low and everything will start smoking up, and that's not good at all. All right, so let's just get our spices going here. And well, I forgot to add my salt. Sometimes I get to the end of videos and I go, oh shoot, I forgot to add this, or I forgot to add that. As long as it's in the ingredients, it's okay. Okay, so I just got some pink Himalayan pink salt, pink Himalayan salt, pink salt. Yeah, it works. All right, then we get our seasoning mix on here. Make sure you get that covered real well. Okay, and you want to do both sides. So turn that over. So now that we've got our chicken seasoned, all we're gonna do is take it in here and lay it in our pan. Now, when you're doing some kind of meats, they have what's called the presentation side. That's the side that you want up when you serve it. So whatever side that is, in this case, is going to be kind of the smooth side of the chicken, because you have, that's the back side of the breast, that's the top side of the breast. That's going to be our presentation side. So we're going to lay that one in first. Okay. The reason that you do that is because we're going to flip this and then finish it off in the oven. So then when we bring it out, that side that's up, that's the best looking side. That's the side you want to always put your best foot forward, right? So we're just going to let this get going, and then when it turns and it's almost ready to go in the oven, I'll come back, show you what it looks like. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. All right, so now we're just going to flip this over. And look at that. Oh, that's just... Have you ever been in the kitchen and then you start cooking and you just make yourself happy? That's what... When I see this, it just makes me happy. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Just a nice golden brown on one side. And then the other side, we're not going to flip it again, because now it's going to go into the oven. This is not done by any means, okay? So keep that in mind. Chicken is done at 165, all right? Get yourself a kitchen thermometer. I was going to say a chicken thermometer. I don't know what a chicken thermometer is, but I don't want any part of it, if you know what I'm saying. So get yourself a kitchen thermometer. Temp this out at 160. At 160, pull it. We're going to wrap it in foil. It's going to continue to cook. Hits the 165. That's perfect. Problem people have with chicken in the oven is they cook it too long, especially breasts. They dry out. They get rubbery. They're terrible. So we're going to get this in the oven, and when it's done, I'll be back. We're going to do our sauce, and this thing is called complete. So stay right there. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, that beeping that you hear, this is my newest gadget. My little toy, I like to call it. So let me pull this chicken out and I'll show you what it is. Alrighty, so that is done. And this is where the beeping is coming from. This is my kitchen thermometer, and it actually has a probe. Stick it in there. I set it for 161. When it reaches 161, time to pull it out. I don't have to keep opening the oven. I don't have to keep checking it. I don't have to cut it open. The juices fly all out. This is great. This is great. So if you want to know how I got this, look in the comments, and if I can find the link for it, I'll stick it down there. But yeah, that's one of my several kitchen thermometers. I don't know. I'm a gadget junkie. What can I say? All right, so this is what we're looking at, guys. So this is beautiful, and it's tender, and it's juicy, but it's still not technically safe because it's not at 165. But that's why we have what in the business we call carryover. Okay, and that is when the meat that you're cooking, it continues to cook when you pull it out of the oven. So what we're going to do to ensure that is just wrap it up loosely. I mean, you don't have to get it all crazy with it, and stick it right back over here on the oven, and turn my oven off and just let that go. Now this same pan, whoops, that didn't work out like I wanted. So this same pan is what we're going to use for our sauce. Okay, so we're going to get this up to temp, and then I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and just like that, with these convection cookers, you can get this thing up to temperature really, really fast. It only took literally about 30 seconds since the time you last saw me. All right, so now what we're doing here is we're just going to have this. This is the pan juices that were left from the chicken. So now we just take a little bit of the wine, put the wine in there, and the wine is going to pull up all of the stuff that was on the bottom. Okay, and then you're going to take a little more wine, mix it with the cornstarch. All right, you can use water. If you don't want to use more wine, you can use water. We want to get that completely dissolved. You don't want to put the dry cornstarch into a hot liquid, because if you do, it's going to clump up really, really fast, and then you're just going to have all these little like gelatin like pieces floating around. That's not good. That's not conquering your kitchen. All right, so we're just going to bring this back up to heat, and then we want to let that wine reduce by about a third, half, something like that. All right, because when we add the cornstarch, it's going to thicken back up. So we're just going to let this reduce. Be right back. All right, so our wine has reduced down. We're going to take our cornstarch and pour it in there, and this is going to get thick really fast. See, just like that, it starts to thicken up. Okay, so that doesn't take much at all. As a matter of fact, I may have put a little bit too much in there, but that's okay. That's okay, because now we're going to take our butter, and make sure your butter is cold. Cold butter. Don't do it don't do room temperature butter, don't do soft butter, because what we're doing now is we're making an emulsifying, and that means that we're getting the butter all mixed up, and it's not going to have time to separate the oil from the milk solids. All right, and that is what's going to give you that velvety smooth sauce. So just get your butter in there, and like I said, you just want to keep it moving. And there is a wonderfully rich, smooth, velvety pan sauce. Taste it for seasoning, see if we need anything. We don't need nothing. That wasn't very proper English. We don't need anything. This is good to go. All right, so what we're going to do now is just take our chicken, and I'm sure it's up to 165, but just in case there's any naysayers, we're going to temp it out anyway. See what we get. 147, 171, 173. So it actually raised like 13 degrees in just like, 5 minutes or so. So what did I do? Oh, here we go. So now we're just going to take our chicken, lay it on the plate. And any extra pan juices, you can pour those right back in there. And then I'm going to take that sauce, and just go right over the top of this chicken. Come on now. Come on now. We'll put that one right in there and let it sit. This is restaurant quality. I'm telling you, I'm not steering you wrong. And then if you like me, you'll take some nice green beans, which I made while the chicken was in the oven. Now, if you want to throw a starch on this, absolutely. Then you get a nice rounded meal. For the beans, no big deal at all. I took some fresh green beans, sauteed them in some olive oil, some butter, salt, pepper, and some toasted garlic. Bam, there you go. And this, my friends, is our dish. Simple, delicious pan chicken. And I didn't get my spoon. I didn't get my fork and knife out because I messed up. But that's okay. We're just going to keep rolling. We're just going to keep rolling and give this a taste. Welcome to Tony's Bistro. This is fantastic. Perfectly seasoned. The chicken is not dry. It's juicy. It's got all of its flavor. And then that sauce just takes it over the top. The smoothness from the butter, the sharpness from the wine. Come on, guys. You can do this, all right? Get your chicken, season it up, fry it, brown it on both sides, throw it in the oven, bring it out, make the sauce, serve it up. Let me get one of these green beans here. This is going to run you $16.95 at a decent restaurant. All right? Make it yourself. You'll make yourself happy. You'll make your friends happy. All right? Thank you guys for coming by. I love having you here at Conquer Your Kitchen. I hope that I'm helping you guys, all right? If I am, show me some love. Give me some support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. That way, every time I do a video, you'll be alerted. So share, subscribe, comment, do all that kind of stuff. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. I'm here to help you. So until I see you next time, I just want to say thank you. Peace out. God bless you. And bye-bye.